The city lights blurred into a watercolor painting as Maria pushed her heavy cart, the wheels groaning under the weight of another long night's work. As a cleaner, her world was a cycle of discarded things, of leftovers and forgotten items. But tonight, something was different. A sound, faint and fragile, cut through the usual city hum. It was a cry, thin as a thread, coming from a large dumpster at the end of an alley. Maria's heart pounded. She approached cautiously, her hands trembling as she lifted the heavy lid. There, nestled among the trash, wrapped in a threadbare blanket, was a baby. Her eyes, wide and blue, blinked up at Maria, a tiny hand reaching out. For a moment, the world stood still. Maria looked around, her calls for a parent lost in the empty street. Who could do such a thing? Anger warred with a sudden, fierce wave of protectiveness. She couldn't just leave the child. Carefully, she lifted the baby from the cold, grimy container, holding the small, warm body against her chest. The crying softened to a gentle coo. In that instant, Maria, a woman who had so little, knew she had found something precious. She named her Luna, for the moonlight that had guided her to this tiny, abandoned star. Going to the police was her first thought, but a deep-seated fear held her back. The system was a maze she didn't understand, a place where a child could get lost forever. She was poor, a nobody. What if they took Luna and put her in an orphanage, a place colder than any dumpster? No, she decided. For now, she would be Luna's guardian. She would keep her safe. Maria took the baby back to her small, one-room apartment. It wasn't much, but it was warm. She cleaned the baby with a soft cloth and warm water, wrapping her in one of her own clean shirts. That night, Maria didn't sleep. She just watched the little girl, her heart swelling with a love she never knew she was capable of. The next few years were a struggle, but filled with a joy Maria had never experienced. Every extra cent she earned went to Luna. She'd skip meals to buy her milk. She'd work double shifts to afford a small toy. Luna was a bright, happy child, her laughter echoing in their tiny home, a sound far more valuable than any treasure. Maria would tell her stories of a magical kingdom where a little princess was found among the stars, never revealing the truth of their meeting. To Luna, Maria was her entire world, her mom, her hero. And to Maria, Luna was the purpose she had been searching for her whole life. They were a small, unconventional family, bound not by blood but by a love that had blossomed in the most unlikely of places. One day, while cleaning a high-end office building, Maria overheard a conversation that made her blood run cold. A wealthy businessman, Mr. Harrison, was talking on the phone, his voice thick with a regret that seemed to echo through the years. He spoke of a terrible mistake, of a newborn daughter lost, a scandal covered up by his ambitious family who had told him the child had not survived. He mentioned a unique birthmark, a small star-shaped mark on her shoulder. Maria froze. Luna had the exact same mark. The world tilted on its axis. The man on the phone, this powerful, heartbroken stranger, could be Luna's father. Maria's mind was a whirlwind of confusion and fear. Should she tell him? If she did, she would lose Luna. The thought was a physical pain, a tearing in her soul. But what about Luna? Didn't she deserve to know her true family, to have a life of opportunity that Maria could never provide? For days, Maria was tormented. She watched Luna play, so innocent and full of life, and knew she had to do what was best for her, no matter how much it hurt. With a heavy heart, she found a way to approach Mr. Harrison, her voice shaking as she recounted the story of that fateful night in the alley. Mr. Harrison's initial reaction was disbelief, then suspicion. But when Maria described the star-shaped birthmark, his composure crumbled. He agreed to a DNA test. The wait for the results was agonizing for everyone. For Maria, it felt like a countdown to her world ending. For Mr. Harrison, it was a sliver of hope in a life filled with regret. The day the results came in, the truth was confirmed. Luna was his daughter, Isabella. The reunion was a flood of tears and emotions. Mr. Harrison held his daughter, his voice cracking as he whispered her name. But as he looked at Maria, the woman who had saved his child, who had loved her and raised her as her own, he didn't see a poor cleaner. He saw a hero. He saw Luna's mother. He made a decision that surprised everyone. He asked Maria not to leave. He wanted her to be a part of their new family, not as a nanny, but as a co-parent, as Luna's other mom. He recognized that Maria's love was the foundation of the wonderful child Luna had become. He bought a new, beautiful house, big enough for all of them, with a huge garden for Luna to play in. And so a new blended family was born. Maria, the cleaner who once searched for value in what others threw away, had found the greatest treasure of all. And Luna, the baby abandoned in the trash, was now surrounded by twice the love. Their story became a quiet legend in the city, a testament to the fact that family isn't just about blood. It's about love, sacrifice, and the unbreakable bonds formed in the most unexpected of circumstances. It's a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful things can be found when you're willing to look past the dirt and see the star shining within. Thanks for watching our story today. If this touched your heart, please give us a like, subscribe for more content, and share this video with someone who might need a little hope. See you next time.